Could you tell me a little bit about your experience and your interest in technology? How would you describe yourself in terms of technology use?
I use technology every day in the Media Center. The children come in to do research, so we're always using the computers. The children are using the iPads in the school. Um, I just have to make sure that I'm current and up to date on the new apps that come in with our iPads and just making sure that our teachers are up on the latest technology and helping instruct them in what they can use in the classroom.
How were you trained on the use of technology?
Being the media specialist here at the school, part of my training for that position, we had to do a lot with technology, and since then I've gone back and taken other classes in technology, making sure that I was current and up to date. And our district also provides lots of staff development. Every year we have at least one or two staff developments that are designated solely for the use of technology.
If you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being beginner and 10 being expert, how would you rate your familiarity with AlphaSmart?
I'm not very familiar with AlphaSmart. I know that that's a device that's used in our our student services at our school. Just being the media specialist, I make sure that the equipment is up and running and that the teachers have the materials that they need. I haven't had a lot of personal experience working with the devices though, so I would not consider myself an expert, probably more a beginner.
Okay, and have you ever used the AlphaSmart?
Not one-on-one with students, no.
If you rate yourself from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being beginner and 10 being expert, how would you rate your familiarity with iPads?
I guess I would maybe be a 7. It's still a learning process. My beginning experience was, of course, personal use of an iPad in my home, my own personal. But now, as we're getting more of those into the school, I'm becoming a little bit more knowledgeable. And our staff development, we are starting to have more and more with our technology integrators to make sure that we are aware of all the different applications that we can use the iPads for. So it's a learning process.
How ready were you for the iPads when the school district decided to begin using them?
Personally, I was very ready. I thought that we needed the latest and the newest technology because a lot of our students already had the iPads at home. So if we were using older devices in the school, it wasn't something that the students were interested in. They were ready to move on to the technology that they were using currently in their homes.
What was the hardest part of transitioning from the AlphaSmart to the iPad?
Anytime you have a transition from different forms of technology, funding is always a major concern, making sure that the school has the money to acquire what is needed, and then, of course, providing the training that the teachers and the students would need for the training. So I guess funding and training are the hardest things with the transitioning.
Do you think that the AlphaSmart or the iPad is more valuable for students to use in the classroom, and why?
I think the iPads are, just because it's the latest technology, it's what the kids like, it's what a lot of them have at home for their own personal use, and I feel like that it's going to be something that they will continue to use even once they leave our school and move on into um, other schools and on into life. I think the iPads will be more applicable for them.
Have there been any challenges for you in implementing the use of iPads in the classroom?
I guess the main challenge is having enough iPads. Right now, we are currently having an initiative where our district is working on getting more and more iPads into the classroom. So a lot of times it's hard when you don't have one for every single student. And then you have some students who are very proficient users because they have iPads in their home. And then you have other students who this is the first time they've ever actually had their hands on the device. So you've got a wide range of knowledge as far as your students have with the iPads.
If you could purchase a new piece of technology, what emergent technology would you purchase?
We would like to continue with the iPad initiative or any tablet initiative that's currently out there, but there's a few things that we would like maybe to see in the future, the Google Glasses, the holograms, just anything that we think our students would enjoy and that would get them encouraged and engaged in education.